chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Maybe a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Wilson going to come out throwing. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He completes it to Henry.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He gets this one to Burks. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. And we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Ready, set.
the ground. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Titans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking it about the 16. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Williams. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action with Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. 6-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's got Hamler on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A first down carry for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Henry up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And the lead will hold at 13. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
To throw again on 2nd down, Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Willis wants to pass it again. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fourth down, Willis. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Willis now off of play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Here's Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 13. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Williams to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Right back to the air again with Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, that's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Wilson will throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
36 fouls.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, "Got."
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under pressure, they got him again. Terrell Lewis, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
But, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.